Thank you very much. Colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome. And I want to say so much, but I wanted Shakib to be here because he really, really inspired me to get into the ring. But just to give you a brief background about my love for the sport, I'm a big fan of boxing. I've been a big fan for many, many years. I had an uncle who was actually a very serious boxer called riyadhseason. He represented the country. That's the only boxer that we have in our family. He's actually really, really a serious boxer. But of course, the Kazora in me. You expect a fight. So boxing is a very, very intense sport. It's a beautiful sport. A lot of discipline, and most of you know Gamambo. Boxing yabayaye, boxing yachi, but a true boxer will never involve himself in a fight. You'll never see a true boxer getting himself into fighting. Personally, the last fight I had was many, many years ago. I think I was arranging some event, Pep Mirinda, who had launched a brand, and someone just was messing up with my team at Hotel Africana, and he challenged me into a fight. So I thought for me he was a fighter, and I, I punched him, and actually he lost a tooth. That's the last time I actually threw a punch fighting. So as someone who really is into the sport, they are very, very disciplined. I'll give a background of why exactly this sport, but because of Shakib. But of course, someone saying, why is Kazora in this? Why is that? And not just because I'm I'm into media, but my other heart is I'm a salesman. I am a salesman, I'm a marketeer. So when I'm into something, I want to make sure that at least I leave a mark or I try something that is going to build. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this as corporate boxing celebrity stuff. But I can tell you, so many fighters now, celebrities, from Ebony's, there's going to be a fight that's going to announce next week. So many, akativanji vane pikida. Vanji now the DJ Nemrod, I want to fight JK. Oyonja mutta. They think it's a joke until they start training and sparring. Then they'll know it's actually a serious sport. You need, a lot of commitment. We have Palazzo, we have Zex Vilanjiranji, Alien Skin, Navio. I don't know who will face Navio, but all these will be coming in to improve the sport. Now, some of you here, I know a journalist from sports journalists. I tell you, in Uganda, apart from recent athletics, Ethan Sokuleta medals, the sport that has given Uganda more medals is boxing. Just go do your research from the Olympics of the 60s, the John Mugabe's. You go back and see. Boxing has brought more medals in Uganda. Before now, the Joshua's and all these guys have started, bringing medals. So it's athletics and boxing. Now, whereas it takes a short time to invest in a boxer, some boxers, some have been, Wilder started boxing when he was 21, 22. You can invest little money in a boxer and get rewards quicker than in an athlete. Yeah? And with what's happening now, and when you look at Ugandans, the way we are built, even back in the day, the Baganda are very, very, technically, Bagandas are good boxers. You've seen, the people in the East can run. The way Uganda is divided, Ingerije, Botutambula in our tribes and what, there are some people that are naturally gifted and can actually take on the boxing easy. Joining the sport and having BWIN joining here is the fact that we've not even had any sporting betting company coming in to support our local boxing. The president for the Federation, Moses Manji, has really, really put in so much and making sure that he has these fights every 2 weeks. But if you add in the element, you find a boxer is given 150,000 or 200,000 for a fight. But when you put in the odds and they have their promo codes and they can earn money off that, then we'll have more people coming in, because most of the boxers, you see boxers here, the guy is a champion. I know a guy who has won belts, but you see him in the evening is a bouncer in Governor. You see him as a bouncer here. The reason why they don't even want to have betting in these fights is nze ne Shakib tuyinza okusiba fight. Of course nze sijja kusiba bwankubayo punch emu ku mutwe nja kunyiiga. Tewali kusiba. So, but the point I'm trying to make here is to make sure that it is professional, nga tebagenda kugamba nti ate basibye fight, osibe audio naye nga ate bo bagenda kuluzinga. So the federation, we've had meetings with them, that is going to be sorted. In fact, that they can even have referees, nga bazungu, nga bava Morocco, bava England, nga bazze, so nga tewali inti kusiba, so that when you bet, you are sure that you're actually going to win money. But most importantly, when the fighters have their promo codes, for example, in a promo code yange JK, Shakiba in a promo code Shakib. So he will earn money. And that's how sports is even abroad. Sports is based on two things. Number one, pay-per-view. Yeah? So pay-per-view is, okay, in actual sense, in fact, nothing number. If NBS Sport want to show our match, they have to pay us. Because bafiriza abantu abatajja kulaba kusasula tiketi. So pay-per-view, people have to be paid. In Fufa TV, kati, you pay clubs when you show their games. Not so. So boxers should now, even the other sports should go to pay-per-view. That's how you make money. Mayweather, Arwana, pay-per-view, nafuna 200 million, including Gwezosa Suda on DSTV no Mraba, DSTV Msasura. So that's what we call pay-per-view. Then number two is through the betting. That's why you see most fighters, and that's how they also make money. And then the other is the fee that they are going to pay them. Yeah. So it's important that we are grateful that BWIN has taken this initiative to start, and I hope this narrative is going to continue so that our boxers, all the other sports locally, can actually make money. But it has to be professional so that now, I know we don't have much time, so I'll go straight to the why I to have a fight with Shakib. As you know, me, I've been in boxing, I love boxing. So what happened to Shakib about 3 weeks ago, you all know what happened to him. And as a father of 3 boys, as a person who has seen what depression can do to somebody. I don't know, most of you here look young, may not be married, you're Gen Z, you hear hot porridge and marriage. But some of us who have been married and seen friends that have gone through divorce or something that happens to you, it can kill you. You know people who have died out of this. So I've known Shakib, for quite a while, but we're not very close. But he is a friend, like, I call him my son, and but he's friends with the president, Mohanji. So when they were out having a beer, and Mohanji noticed, and Naranga Shakib is not the same because of what had happened. So he said, but you need to go to the gym, and once you're in the gym and fighting and have a fight, you'll have this stress go away. Your depression will not be the same as, waking up, drinking, and everybody, social media is saying all these things are coming to you. So he said you need to have a fight and train, and they tried to get opponents for him. People feared him. Of course, he's young. He's been working out. He has a 6-pack. Me, I am getting one. So they called me and said, will you take on Shakib? And I said, what's the purpose? What's the consideration? And when I listened to that story and I was touched, I said, okay, I have a few weeks to train. I will come and train. But your feet, I know you will not kill me in the ring since it's 3 rounds. If it was 12 years, but 3, I can manage the 3. And when that happened, for the first 2 weeks when Shakib was training, depression is off, everything is off, because you don't have to go to a bar. Boxing, you have to wake up in the morning to train. So you can't sleep in a bar. In the evening, you have to train. So you can't be there going to Rumaronga, I don't know where, what. So all the focus and everything now moved to the fight. So the depression and all that, and all the things that was going on, everything died and we concentrated. Even me, when I'd go to sleep in the morning and I wake up at 6 and I see he's been up on his status or something at 2 a.m., I'll send him a text in the morning. I say, why are you sleeping late? Why aren't you training in the morning? And he's like, Uncle JK, it's my day off. I'm not training today. I'm like, oh, okay. See now, day off, catching up now. So it has worked. The only problem is, a week ago, I wake up in the morning, someone sent me a video. I'm seeing Shakib is kissing the wife. Now I'm like, is the fight off? So I'm like, okay. In fact, I didn't end up training. Then I can video start training. Then she blanket. Then saying I'm trying. So now the whole idea of depression and everything. But Shakib calls me and said, Uncle JK, train. Let's have the fight. It has worked for me. I am really, really happy. Let's have this fight. And also personally, honestly speaking, I want to thank my young brother Shakib here. He has been pushing me. He even calls me on a Friday night, JK, Tonya Mwenge. And I can tell you, I was closing to 100 kilos. Mundaba, I look like a small person, but I was closing on 100 kilos. So, pressure, sukari, kuja. But now, I am 90 kilos for just training in 3 weeks. I've lost, I'm not drinking, I look healthy. I wouldn't make it on time, I was on time. So this, with boxing, you become mentally okay, you're fit. And I had a big problem of sleeping, but because I'm training in the morning and in the evening, now I sleep like a baby. So I am really, really happy for this fight, because mentally, also physically, and for my health, it has worked for me, and I'm going to pick more fights. So 12th, boxing, remember, but when you get in the ring, Shakib will, okay, he's more fit. It may be trouble, but Zenja Mulinda, because I know I have more kilos, I have more weight, I have more power. Yeah, he's smaller, he's quicker. Neke mukwasako one right. He may be a KO, but since he moves faster, he's been training longer. He's lighter. Yeah, he's lighter. You can see he's about maybe 78 kilos or so. So it is hard for me to run the ring round. Just 1 kilo punch. So it's going to be amazing. Bet on me. I may lose 1, 2. Neke mukwasako. Manya jakuduka. Nenga third round now. Kemukwasako, because I think I can take his punches, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And also, put your hands together for Shakib, because this is something that we have started. It's something that we've started, and many more are going to come, and it's going to help. It's going to help not just money and all that, but also your health. Yeah, because people are over 40, there are some classmates and also, just to remind you, there's another fighter we're going to invite you. Musa has a fight on 27th October, and we'll call you. He's going to be part of us, and also make sure that he wins this belt. It's WBC. It's going to be a non-EV. We'll call you for another presser for that. And thank you so much. So let's pass the story. Get ready. Here, the champ is here.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. First of all, I want to thank Bewin for coming on board as part of the sponsors. And I want to thank JK for accepting this. I thank the President, Mohanji, for seeing the situation I was in and taking me on a side and telling me that, you know what, bro, instead of doing this clubbing, partying, you can concentrate on something like boxing. You need to be going to the gym and focus. We come up with a fight so that you take all the stress away and you take it in the ring. As we all know, I was going through a lot the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I wasn't really concentrating on my things. So many things were fucked up. So many things were not going right on my side. And I wasn't really thinking straight. I wasn't really salinze. So many things were wrong on my side. So, nengendako out mba ndi out nagenda ne mukwano gwange Muhanji ate ye president w'ebikonde nangamba Shakib oyagala nnyo ebikonde kino nkikulabamu owagira nnyo ebikonde nayogerako naye ne mugamba obulamu bwange nkulidde mu community y'aba boxers nze ng'omuntu nkyagala nnyo training nze all my life naye nga sifuna nko mukisa kugenda mu ring ku experience nga kibeera mu ring nangamba so since you oyina ebintu ebikusumbuwa bingi nnyo nze ndowooza wandibadde ofokasinga ku ring nekujjako stress nobanga ofokasinga ku bintu ebikutwala mu maaso obudde bwewandimaze nga oli mu kugenda mu mabaala okola kino oyomba n'abantu abantu ku media bakwogerako bikwatakinga bukozese obi-ignoring obenga at least otrainingamu osofunamu ekintu ekyomugaso then coming up ne idea okusettingawo match n'abantu ab'enjawulo naye twakolinga abantu ab'enjawulo abamu nga tebasobola abasinga ne batya then yagira n'erinnya lya Jeke uncle wange Jeke then nakimutunuzaamu nakimugamba uncle Jeke nakibayinga so mu kukibayinga nange nekitunulamu nga kimakinga sense netusalawo tukole tusayininge tutekinge fight eno mu maaso naye nga mumanye ebya fight kisobola okubeera nga twakitekinga nti nga kiringa nga kya nti ambeererawo alinga nga nnyambako nti ngetinge over kikyali kibadalinga omutwe gwange naye bwe mutuuka mu ring bifuuka birala omuntu agenda kukuba ekikonde ku nnyindo tojja kudda ku ebyo mbusimanyanga tulina kyetuliko era oba ogenda kunyiiga nawe omalirize ng'omuddiza bifuuke bya ddala so neebaza nnyo uncle Jeke nti yasobola okunkubira ku makya ekiro nga ngamba kati champion kyekigenda mu maaso wa training nze ne mugamba nga tondaba kwebaka obudde nga bugenze ne mugamba enkya sigenda training nga ngenda beera off ebintu weebito nange nga mugamba ti uncle Jeke nayo oliwa nanga tate nagenzeko mu trip ndi Kasese ne mugamba naye woba ofunyeyo gym eriyo training eyo era nga yamulaba face ye refresh olubuto lukendedde omukono guli solid naye ng'era ekyo tekijjawo kirimbuze nkuze traininga nkuze ndi mulwanyi era tugenda tuuka mu ringi rawundi esooka ngenda muleka nsooke mutuse mukooye ey'okubiri sikyo bagenda gisusa era nga we mundaba uncle Jeke nga mumanyi obulamu bwe si muntu wa muno wa byakulwana ewawa muzanyi agwagala naye si bulamu bwe ate nze kindimu nze nga nze so definitely omuntu yenna ali eyo joininga bwin bettingira ku Shakib Cham sigenda ku disappointinga ogenda kujjayo sente zo ogenda kuwangula n'emizannyo emirala mingi egyenjawulo ku bwin kwegiri emipiira horses negino egibeera mu kasino you just go online so buli muntu ayagala tuyita buli omu this is a corporate night tuyita ali eyo omugagga era baddeko mu bizibu ali eyo omuntu ng'ate okubeera mu bikonde amanyi biri violent no jangu olabe this is something corporate kijja kuwa ekifaananyi ekyenjawulo mu boxing osobole okuba nga at least wekibeerayo okimalirako obudde abantu bangi bamalira obudde bwabwe mu bifo ebyokusanyuka n'ovaayo ng'olumu enkubiddeyo namacupa naye mujje musupportinge box we Uganda mujja genda nga muli entertained muveewo nga mufunye ekyenjawulo
Sajja musanyufu.